The eCom Seller Summit was created to prove that with the right tools and training, anyone and everyone can make money in e-commerce. So many people want to try their hand at e-commerce, selling on eBay, Amazon, Shopify, and more, but they're afraid they won't be successful. This summit will show you that there's many ways to do e-commerce, and there are many platforms you can explore because e-commerce really has no limits. It really can pay your bills, and e-commerce never sleeps. There's nothing like waking up to profits from getting sales all night long. My name is Nicole Whitlock, and this is the eCom Seller Summit.
Hey everybody, Shawn Mayo here, and today we're going to talk about growing your business from doing a retail or online arbitrage model into doing wholesale. And we started out exactly the same way, doing retail arbitrage before people were really even doing online arbitrage. Going in the store, scanning items. We had whole teams of people scanning, scanning every item, in a whole aisle, to find good products. And then we grew into online arbitrage and eventually wholesale. And the great thing about wholesale is you can sell a lot of the items that you're already selling that you may have a problem finding, or you may be able to get them at a much better price because you'll be buying direct from the brand. We don't go through distributors unless a specific brand like Procter and Gamble, for example, doesn't sell direct, or you have to buy multiple truckloads, and then we'll go through a distributor. But that's very rare today. In the past, when you had Toys R Us and Sears and Kmart and all those other big box stores that was buying, 100 truckloads of a toy and then distributing it to all of their big box locations, they were less open to allowing small businesses like ourselves to open accounts. So now a lot of that business has gone away. So now we're able to have a lot more access to those brands and buying directly, and you would be able to as well. Um, lower buy-ins to get started, lower just a lot less problems dealing with brands that used to exist, and now they're a little bit more desperate, maybe, but a lot more open to dealing with whoever wants to sell their products. So, and then on the other side of that coin is if you're selling one product from a brand, most brands don't sell one product. They have hundreds, possibly thousands of different products. So you find one good product, you can open an account with them to be selling that product at probably a much reduced price. And then you're going to be able to have access to all those other products that are probably already listed on Amazon. And we'll look at some examples of that and how we can open accounts. But you'll also have access to a lot of products that aren't even listed on Amazon. If you're selling, when I did retail arbitrage, if I see Nike products or Reebok or something like that, we used to do a lot of, if you do in retail arbitrage, a lot of people talk about, going to places like Marshall's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Ross, and, you find those products that either, have a ridiculously high rank and no FBA sellers, or they're not even listed on Amazon. We could list anything really from Nike or Reebok and be able to sell it relatively quickly, especially if there's no listing. We're going to be the only person on that listing since it's a brand new product. I never had any qualms about opening, creating listings and buying those kind of products because people are already looking for them. If they're already looking for one item from that brand, that you're already buying at retail with a huge markup, then when you're buying at wholesale, you'll be able to sell it for a lot cheaper and still make the same amount of profit, which is going to knock out your competition that's doing retail or online arbitrage as well. You're going to be able to probably get a better rank because people are going to buy a lot more if it's more reasonably priced. And you can create multiple listings. If you're selling one, you could probably create multi-packs when you have a better price, or even bundles of different, if it's a beauty product, maybe different, um, an assortment of different styles. If it's in grocery, you can do multi-packs for different flavors, etc. Same with a baby, and lots of different categories this works in. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen, and we're going to take a look at some examples. And I have pulled up one product from this company, Botanical Beauty, which makes all kinds of different oils for, all kinds of stuff. So when we look at this, let's say you're already buying this in a retail or online arbitrage, some kind of arbitrage setting, then we can see if you're already selling it, you don't have to do a whole lot of research. You already know that it's selling. So um, what I always do is when I find something at retail or online arbitrage, then we're going to look at this and say, we already know it's selling. The only problem is we want to find a better price. Main thing really for us is that the brand itself is not selling it, which it isn't. And if you were selling this product, you'd already know all that information. So one of the first things I want to look at is the brand. So if you're already selling this product, there's probably going to be a lot more products from the same brand, and we can look at that by just clicking on the brand name, and we're going to see all the products that they sell, and we can see that there is a ton of products from this brand. Lots of different oils that do lots of things. So a ton of stuff from this brand. So all we really need to do is go to their website. um, I'll save all the Googling and just show you the website directly. So if we go to their site, there's a few ways to get the wholesale, their wholesale contact information. You, the bottom is usually the best place to start looking. Sometimes the brands, and everyone is different, so there's no catch-all for getting this information, but sometimes they'll have distributor information, or it'll say wholesale sign up, or something about wholesale. I don't see any of that here, so it's probably going to be, their info is going to be either in the company info or the contact us section. And they do have their address here. No real information on a wholesale form for signing up online. So either a quick call or an email is going to cover that, which kind of takes me into the next thing. Is we really want to talk to these brands in a specific way. There's a lot of videos and a lot of people talking about not being able, in the Facebook groups. The main question is, if I could just get one wholesale distributor, or one contact to get started, nobody will return my emails, nobody will return my calls, and that's a big issue. And it really revolves around, maybe the way that other people have been taught in the past, and Amazon's always growing and evolving. So you really need to talk to the brands in a specific way, without being untruthful, let's say. You know, uh, you want to keep with your moral values, I would say, but not, and definitely not lie to them, because obviously if you buy, 100 or 1,000 units of something, and then 1,000 units of that product shows up on Amazon, and they don't want Amazon sellers, then it, it's going to be pretty clear who's doing it, and you're not going to be able to sell that product anymore. And what we're trying to do is build relationships with these brands to be able to grow and get more and more of their products on Amazon and grow our business while we help grow their business. And if they say on their website, we don't accept Amazon sellers, or they tell you on the phone they don't want Amazon sellers, that's one thing. But, historically, there's a lot of companies out there who are selling on Amazon that will reach out to a brand, ask for a list of their products, create an account and all that. And that costs a lot of money for the brand. It costs money to open an account and get the paperwork and email back and forth. And if you're a big brand, like Mattel or Hasbro or, Procter and Gamble, or one of those big brands, it's costing you hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars a year to get hundreds or thousands of requests every day from from people who never end up buying anything. And if people are constantly saying, I'm an Amazon seller, I want a copy of your list, and they open an account and go through all that stuff and then never buy anything, that shows a track record of Amazon sellers not buying anything. So they just ignore them, or they say they don't want to deal with Amazon sellers, or they don't want a bunch of the same Amazon sellers selling the same things. And there's a lot of reasons, but it really comes down to the way that you deal with those brands. So, we've created templates, we've created a lot of things, and I'm going to go over the exact email that we give out to our clients, and I'll go over that a little bit. And again, we don't want to lie about what we're doing, but you don't have to start the conversation with you're an Amazon seller, because we're all more than that. And it doesn't matter what platform you're selling this on, if you're selling on your own store or eBay or Etsy or Amazon or Mercari, or any of the online platforms, you can replace the word Amazon with that. So this has worked very well. We get responses in the high 90 percentile, as opposed to a lot of those guys out there that I've seen courses saying you should get 2 to 3% response rate. So this is the exact email that we use, and we do tweak it. And if you do buy the all access pass, you will have access to this template and many other templates that we're including as well for everybody who gets the all access pass. So this is basically, I'm introducing myself. So I give my name, I give the name of our company, I give this includes everything that they need. So if you do business in the United States, you have to have a sales tax permit. And every brand is going to ask you for that. So there's no reason not to give that to them when you apply. If a company gets audited and they're a wholesale business, then they have to prove that they didn't need to collect sales tax from every customer that they didn't collect sales tax from. So every company in the United States who sells to you wholesale will need that information on file. So the less back and forth you have to do, the more professional you sound, the more ready you are to buy, the better it's going to look, and the higher chance you are of getting a response. So we're going to say we're saying how long we've been in business, that we've built a reputation of quality, and all that you're interested in being, having a business relationship, and you want to discuss some of the products that you're interested in, information on qualifications, and that's really all you need to do. Short and sweet, to the point. Nobody wants your business license, nobody wants your FEIN number, but you do need all those to get your sales tax ID. So we include our personal information. Now they need to know where you're at, because if they have a sales reps for specific areas like the Southeast, or if it's big enough, they may have a sales rep for your state. I'm in Florida, so I always use that as an example, but I'm in the Southeast, so there may be a Southeast sales rep, or there may be a sales rep for Florida, or there could be multiple sales reps in a state. So they need to know where you're located at, mainly so they can either send you to a distributor if they don't sell direct, and in most cases, if they do sell direct, put you in contact with whoever that is. We're going to give them our sales tax ID. We're going to give them, phone numbers, emails, address. You don't want just a phone number and email here. You want your full address, so they know where you're located. And this is really all the information they're going to need. I've had wholesale accounts set up in a matter of 10 minutes, because I gave them all the information they needed to set up that account. um, for the most part, it's no matter what size business, they're going to be asking them for lots of contact. Lots of stuff has to go back and forth. We need a copy of your sales tax ID, we need this, we need that. Maybe they have a form you need to fill out, but that's the only time that there's really going to have to be a lot of back and forth. So the easier you make it on them to set up an account, the more open they are to um, to be setting up that account for you. If they're getting hundreds of emails a day to open new accounts, and they see yours that looks professional, that you're ready to buy, that you're telling them about your company, and you've given them everything they need to set up that account, um, you're going to be the one that they respond to, and they're going to skip over a lot of those and wait till later or pass it on to somebody else. So um, a letter like this is putting you in the position, even if you fill something out online, they have an online form, which many of them do. You can still attach something or put in notes. I would put this into the notes, and this is what we do. So once we set that up, once we set that up, um, then we just move on to the next one and move on to the next one. And your best spot is to start out with now, if you buy the all access pass, as we spoke about before, you'll get access to all of this included from us, plus tons of stuff from all the other speakers. We show you how to use our wholesale list. You get our whole beauty leads list, #1, which includes a full hour-long webinar expanding on everything we talked about here, plus a ton more information. The beauty list has contact info for over 50 brands, thousands of products, um, including ASINs, products, brands, ranks, Keepa links, contact information for all the brands. You get access to the actual letter. You can just make a copy, change the information, as well as multiple templates for different reasons. A cold calling script with any kinds of objections you may get from the brands and how to respond to them, and tons of more great stuff. So upgrade to the all access pass. You get access to all the recordings of all the videos from all the speakers, as well as everything I've shown you here today. And you can find out more information on me and all the free products and services we offer. Just go to my website, shawnmayo.com, for all the data. And thanks for watching.